We've got a big announcement about how the ACLJ is directly engaging this battle for your freedom and your right to vote.
This case is in Colorado, and Crew, which is an advocacy organization, filed a lawsuit against Donald Trump and against the Secretary of State, although the Secretary of State's friendly in this lawsuit, to get Donald Trump not to be allowed on the ballot. In other words, disqualified. So they're using the 14th Amendment's disqualification clause, which says if you're guilty of insurrection or rebellion, you cannot serve federal office, as a basis upon which to remove Donald Trump's from even appearing during the primary. We are happy to announce today that we have filed a complaint in intervention, is what it's called, seeking a declaratory relief and an injunction against this removal procedure with the Colorado courts on behalf of the Colorado Republican State Central Committee, which is the Republican Party of Colorado. Because obviously they're directly impacted on this, because if Donald Trump is the nominee, or at least wants to be considered as one of the potential nominees, the way this is going to work is he wouldn't have that opportunity, nor would the committee, to give their full panoply of candidates. So it's a huge constitutional challenge. It is destined for the Supreme Court. I can tell you that right now.
The chairman of the Colorado State Republican Committee, Dave Williams, joining us now.
If you don't support Donald Trump, the right answer is to simply organize and campaign against him, not kick him off the ballot. I think most people understand that this is bigger than Donald Trump. It's bigger than any one candidate. This is about ensuring that we're securing the voting rights of everyone that wants to participate in the election.
You're also helping people in states across the country, because people, when we first started talking about this, just talking about it on the show, before we made any announcements about being directly involved, people picked up immediately about how this affects their vote in another state. So it starts canceling out other people's votes. So while the battle is in Colorado, this is a national battle. As you said, this undemocratic attack, and it really affects primary voters across the country.
Absolutely. If you're a voter in Alabama, if you're a voter in Florida, if you're a voter anywhere, you have to recognize the significance of this. This is a constitutional crisis in the making, and I'm glad to be working with you guys. This will affect you no matter what. It's happening in Colorado, but there are other things that are also going to happen too. There's other secretaries of states that are going to look at this and maybe potentially follow suit depending on what happens here. I mean, the implications, the consequences are extremely high, and I'm glad that we're working together to ensure that it doesn't get out of hand and that we respect the democratic process that we have for our system.
The charging attorney, the special counsel Jack Smith, would be the logical mechanism upon which that allegation or that charge would come forward. It thus far, and there's been indictments now, thus far it has not.
Gwen, you cannot say someone is an insurrectionist and then it's just so because you said it. There's got to be some allegation that goes to a grand jury that results in a trial, that results in a conviction, that has appeal, and so forth. You can't just say, I've read a dictionary definition and I think it applies, and I, the Secretary of State, on my own, are just going to say that this person or that person, Donald Trump or whomever, cannot be on the ballot.
It's the most important case involving your right to choose who you want to vote for president, and our Constitution in history. This ability to say, you the voter, you don't get that choice, even for the leading candidate. Not a choice we're going to let you make to vote for or against them. We don't trust you.
Whether you're for Trump or against Trump, it's really irrelevant here. It's this idea of these individuals deciding for you who you get to vote for.
Unless the lower courts here kind of just throw it out at the state level and say, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This goes very quickly all the way to the
we're talking. This is why we've got our matching moment, because I've got our Supreme Court team already working on this.
Yeah.
So we've got a state team in Colorado. We've got our team in Washington, D.C. working with our Colorado lawyers to put together the briefs, which Andy has been shepherding. And now it's been already moved back to the state court, so we're going to file there today.
Correct.
Now, it's going to move very quickly to the Supreme Court, folks. That's why we're in a matching moment. We decided to launch this all-important matching moment to help us fight. We told you about the 14th Amendment implications here, what they're using, but we are literally defending the constitutional right to vote. We can't do it without you. They need us. We need you. Every gift you give today will be doubled as we go to court to defend our constitutional republic and the constitutional right to vote. And folks, it is the right to vote. that is at stake. I want to be clear on this. Without your support, this doesn't happen. And we have got to move quickly. We've got days to put this stuff together. ACLJ.org. Any amount you donate, be $1,000 or $50, it's going to be matched.